You've got to get on the right way round.
Why?
We can't face opposite directions.
Well, I can't hold it when you do. I think we probably can the way we feel
No.
this morning. Hello and welcome to Mallorca. We're in Port de Sola at the moment, which is on the west coast of the island. It's been quite an eventful couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've done a fair bit of sailing, most of it in light winds. We did get one heavy weather crossing though to Cabrera, some small islands off here, and we lost our dinghy.
We did. So we're on the paddleboard, which was great when it was for fun, but when you're using it as your tender, it becomes a whole different ball game. Though everyone seems to be doing it. Everyone's on their paddleboards here. Yeah. It's amazing.
Not normally with their groceries, but that's been the challenge for us. We got through okay though, and we're picking up a dinghy in about 2 weeks' time, hopefully.
We hope. I hope you like the film.
Coming up, discovering Mallorca, there are some beautiful nature reserves. Snorkelling in the clear water in the caves. And travelling by paddleboard, a short-term necessity. We begin our journey with the wind behind us, sailing from Ibiza to Mallorca. This ruggedly beautiful coastline has numerous beaches and callas, and we headed for Santa Ponsa, which has a good anchorage and a lovely little beach. We didn't stay long and instead headed east to Arenal, another popular beach, a safe anchorage for Fair Isle and a marina which Steve knows well.
Getting ready to sail into Arenal Marina for fuel and water felt strange. Over the last 35 years I've been here countless times, as my father lived on his boat here until last year. He's now enjoying life on land in Germany. I've watched Arenal grow into a big modern marina. It hosts some charter fleets that really should be out by now. But not this year. The marina was full, but lacking my dad's boat. Seems strange to be here without him.
Once we filled up, there was just one more appointment to keep.
Oh my God.
Even if a ponytail when I was young and trendy like that.
You were never trendy, Steve.
That's very true.
This was my attempt at hairdressing during lockdown. Clearly, professional help is needed.
I think a lot of people are going to suffer very badly. You know, the tourism industry for starters.
Much better. We are now ready for our trip to Cabrera, which used to be a military zone but was declared a national park about 30 years ago. At first, boats were able to go there and anchor, but now you have to book a buoy and can only stay for a maximum of 2 nights. We were among the first to go this season. It is an imposing sight, a lighthouse with a 360 view and a spacious private mooring field.
So it's early morning in Cabrera. It's very quiet and lovely here. A little bit overcast today as well, but that's okay because we're going to go for a hike. You can do a couple of walks here, and there's some guided walks as well, I hear. We've got a bit of a challenge this morning, haven't we?
Yes, I am getting the grab bag ready just to make sure that everything is very waterproof because we're going across on our lovely paddleboard.
And the reason for that is a fairly bad schoolboy error yesterday. Sailing over, we were expecting 10 to 15 knots of wind, and we got 30 knots of wind, and that's all that's left of our dinghy. The rope that tied it on, it has that as the painter, and then a bridle, and the bridle's obviously come loose, and we didn't notice. So yeah, I mean, as soon as the winds got up, we should have just hove to and pulled it on deck, which is what we would normally do. I don't know why we didn't, but that's what you get when you cut corners. So we've lost our dinghy, so it's sort of backwards and forwards in the in the paddleboard until we can get another one. So luckily it's nice and smooth today, and we can we've got to get over there, so hopefully that'll be okay on the paddleboard. Let's see. You think I should stand up and paddle, do you?
I do. I want to sit like a queen in the front.
No, I think the safest is both sat.
I think it probably is.
Pull me in. That's it. It's up. We do have some things here. We can just shove it on there. That's it. Don't rock it. Don't get on, but you've got to get on the right way round.
Why?
You can't face opposite directions.
Well, I can't hold it. I think we probably can the way we feel
No.
this morning. Go back to back, not speaking to each other.
You on?
Okay. Yeah, I am. Just want to get wet. So.
I've got my foot hooked around the thing for the ladder now. There we go. You need a dinghy.
Actually, to be honest, I think it's easier if the front person paddles.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, only because I've only got one paddle and.
Because it's a long way to go if you can't be bothered. Ow.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I think this might take some time.
Ew.
Oh, look, there's someone over there on a paddleboard as well.
Yeah, they're actually doing it properly though, just paddleboarding, not carrying their worldly possessions and their shoes around their neck.
Oh, well, Steve, can you hear that?
Hear what?
Exactly. Nothing. And you get up in the morning and you just hear the water lapping against the sides.
Yeah, it's amazing. No jet skis.
My concern is not for us, but for the cameras. The water is quite warm but rather deep, and I have no intention of testing the dry bag.
So I made it without getting too wet, and it's lovely. It's proper paths here, aren't there? And I think there's a tourist boat coming in, what they say, 15 minutes.
Yes.
So you get
up.
get there before the crowds arrive. I very much doubt it's not going to be exactly a cruise liner, I don't think.
There's more boats here than I thought there'd be.
35 I counted. I think it can take 50.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is the first day it's supposed to be open. So, yeah. The people are coming in their little dinghies for coffee in the little cafe, which is just in there.
I wish we bought some money.
Yes, coffee would be nice.
There are 2 tourist boats a day from Mallorca, but they are very small. For the most part, we had the place to ourselves. Except for these black lizards and Lilford's wall lizards. There are thousands of them, which is great to see because they're unique to this area.
I don't know if you can hear that noise as I come down here. It's the cicadas. And that is really all you can hear. It's amazing. If I turn the camera around, you've got that fantastic view. And Steve walking up the hill. Oh yeah. And the spider. Don't know if you can see that.
It's possible to stay on the island in basic but comfortable accommodation, though be warned, this compound once had another purpose.
Well, it's a lovely place to stay now, but it used to be a prison for French soldiers captured in the Peninsular Wars.
Sadly, most of them died. All this history is explained in the museum here, which is currently closed, but a good place to visit. Maybe next season. For now, this is a beautiful place. Quiet, relaxing, and it still feels quite remote.
So just leaving Cabrera, sailing out of the main harbour. Well, I say sailing, we're doing 1.7 knots, so yeah, that's sailing. The classes are sailing just about. It's very hot today, do with a bit more breeze just to keep us cool actually. It's very nice here. You can see over there, you might even be able to hear, there's some people in there shouting, the Blue Cave. We can't actually get there because we haven't got the dinghy, and we couldn't do anyway really because there's no buoys off it, and you're not allowed to anchor here anymore. Since 2010 they stopped you anchoring around the island. It's just the buoys in the centre now that you can get to. And Judy's making most of the sunshine just on the deck.
I am. This is going to be where the new dinghy's going to be.
when we get one. I
Yeah,
guess.
well, because it'd be bigger. So
Yeah.
we had it sort of sideways across before when we put it on deck, didn't we? So now it's going to have to be long ways. We
Long
looked at
ways,
the ones that we could get, and they're all longer. But I think we want to squeeze in here. So yeah, hopefully that's our next mission. We're going to go up and through the islands here, up the east coast, and find somewhere to put the boat and look for a dinghy.
In the meantime, we sailed as far, or not so far, as we could go in very light winds, and stumbled across one of the most beautiful places we visited so far, Calla. I still haven't quite got used to paddleboard excursions, but they're growing on me. And on this occasion, tying up was easy.
Our own little garage. What an amazing boathouse. Cool. Something to lock the paddleboard to. I won't put it in the garage just in case someone is using it. Like they are. Beautiful boathouse. And two amazing beaches. One over here, and there's another over there. And our boat is just round the corner. A lovely little Calla. This is great, isn't it?
Well, there's not only this beach here, but there's another one round there as well.
Yeah.
You probably can't see it through there. But no, it's beautiful. Really lovely.
I even be able to get a coffee. Yeah. Lovely pine forest right up to the edge of the cliff. And then you turn around and that's your view. Not a bad anchor spot at all.
In fact, the whole area is another nature reserve, and it's very well preserved as a place of beauty and tranquility and history.
Well, apparently this is built on the side of watchtowers from the 16th and 17th centuries to watch for pirates coming in, but this bit was built in the Second World War as a little gun emplacement. And what exactly it was protecting, just tiny little coves around here. But yeah, get a good view out across all the little coves. So many different ways to view the boat.
I just wanna call my friends and see what they're doing tonight. It doesn't have to be so special. I try to be myself. You do the same and we'll be alright.
Our original plan had been to continue up the east coast of Mallorca, where there are some fantastic callas to visit. But instead we decided to turn back to Parma, where we hope to find a second-hand dinghy. For those who don't know, Parma is the capital of Mallorca and worth a visit anyway. So, well, plans change when you're sailing. And we did have some wind this time.
It keeps coming from all directions.
Take the bimini down, don't we?
Yeah.
It doesn't last in this sort of wind.
At least with the motorboat you can go in the right direction.
Once we were out at sea, the wind settled on one direction and we tacked down the coast, slightly envious of those who don't have to worry about the wind. Palma Harbour is a vision, the bustling modern beachfront overshadowed by the incredible Gothic Roman cathedral, La Seu.
Cathedral. It's beautiful. There's quite a lot of greenery around as well.
All I can see is rock.
No, there's plenty of trees. That one over there is fantastic. Looks very sheltered.
And how you get to it?
Well, there must be some kind of road. I'm sure there is.
Helicopter.
No, there's a road. You just can't see it from here.
We anchored in Palma Nova round the corner from Palma town, where the first person we met was the seagrass inspector. We've met many of these inspectors and they are very amiable and thorough. It's illegal to anchor in the seagrass or even have your anchor touching it. If you do, you'll be asked to move.
So this is Steve paddling us ashore. It is very windy, so it's a bit of a battle. So we are going ashore, you'll be pleased to hear, to buy a kayak. Not a dinghy, because we've been researching the best place to get a dinghy and the best dinghy to have, and we found it, we think, but it's in New Zealand. So it'll take a couple of weeks to get shipped to us. We're having it shipped to Mallorca, so we'll go there. Meanwhile, we need something to, a bit more than a paddleboard really, something to get groceries. And that's why we're going to buy a kayak. Fingers crossed we can find one.
Yeah, it's not ideal doing it like this because it is just around a handle, which obviously can be cut. It's not like the dinghy where you've got the metal bits to do it, but it should stop kids taking it anyway. So we've got about a 2-mile walk. This is Portofino. It's completely empty. This would be packed with tourists normally at this time of year.
I would have thought so. The
But
beach
yeah.
too, all the deck chairs are laid out. There's just no one on them.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got the place to ourselves, so just hope the shop's open when we get there. I think it is. It's say about 2 miles inland. It's on an industrial estate, so it's a different sort of thing. And we should have brought our bikes. This is what you call a bike track, isn't it? Take note, people in England. You have roads smaller than this. This is absolutely brilliant. Taking your bike down.
And look, you want some exercise on the way?
Oh,
More
yeah.
exercise?
Well, we got off to a good start, but it's not so good now. No cycle track and no path whatsoever. So it's just along the road. We've got to walk. But the industrial estate is over there. That's where we're heading. Tropical monster. Where's that? Well, they didn't quite work out as planned. No one has kayaks, it seems. There's been a run on kayaks. I think everyone, all the Spanish in lockdown here, have decided they go kayaking. And Decathlon don't have them, which is the big superstore here, and a couple of other shops. We are now in Parma, so that's the main, very posh marina in Parma. We're at the bus stop. Trying to go back now to the boat.
We are.
Go to plan B or plan C or D, I think it is.
I've lost track of plans. I think we're back on the paddleboard plan.
Yeah, okay.
I was quite surprised actually. I thought we'd find some kind of kayak, and it would have been helpful because it's pretty rocky here.
Yes, it is. It's been a challenge. We're okay here because we've got some friends who are giving us lifts to shore in their dinghy. We'll be picking up ours in a week's time. It's a thing called a True Kit, which I've looked at online. Looks really good, got good reviews, and it's using a new material, Valmex. It's a German material that's really good in the sun, so that's why we're going for it.
So we hope it'll be a good one to show you. We hope it'll last. and we will look after it. So sorry, we will look after this one.
Yes, it's going to fit on deck just here, and we'll make sure we do it every time.
So thank you very much to our patrons. Thank you very much to Jane and George, who found us an address in Mallorca. That's been essential. And thank you to people who've answered our Facebook cry, really, when we first lost the dinghy.
We were looking for a second-hand one quick. Yeah, a few people gave us some options.
Yeah, and we did have some options, but anyway, we went for this one. And thank you very much for watching and sticking with us.
Do remember to subscribe. Thanks for watching.